Roll the intro music.
Is the camera recording?
Yes, the camera is recording. Dude, why you gotta be an asshole? It's recording now. Hold on, let me see if I can make this a little bit louder. Okay. Mic check.
Or do?
Alright, welcome to Two
Brown
and
Down! You're supposed to say it with me.
Oh yeah, fuck. Alright. Welcome to Two
Brown
and
Down! What's the episode number?
I'm your host, Lata.
And I'm your host, Ram.
And today we're on episode 25, I think.
First, I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
And to my mother.
And to my mother. I
Just
called her
to
this
my
morning.
mother. And I guess
All
your
the
mother
mothers.
too.
All the mothers.
But yeah, happy Mother's Day. What's today? Today is May 9th, 2021. And I'm just making sure we are on the actual correct episode. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. No, episode 24. Is it really 24?
We'll fix that in post.
No, I'm not going to fix it. I'm lazy.
We're not going to fix it in post.
Yeah. Oh, wow, it is only 24. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. Oh, make sure you guys follow us on our Two Brown and Down Instagram. Also, my wheresKen Instagram with 2 N's. Jamaram.
Oh, no, that's it.
And then follow or subscribe to our YouTube channel, wheresKen. And follow the Discord, wheresKen. Twitch, wheresKen. Yeah, everything about me.
Where's Ken?
And wheresKen.
I'm just Ram.
He's just Ram. Alright.
So, do you have any special, in honor of Mother's Day, any special Mother's Day things your family usually does? Real quick before we get started here.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not really, I don't want to say it's not special, but it's something that we always do on, like, in a celebration thing. Like,
Celebration.
If it's celebration. I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Play it back. A celebration. In a celebration, I don't know, day or events, like a birthday or something like that. But we always go to Newport News. I brought this up earlier this week. Newport News, sorry.
Dang, you guys fly all the way over here?
Newport Beach.
I
And
did the same thing when I went home one time. And everybody was like, what the fuck is Newport News? And we're like, what?
Yeah, idiots. Well, we go to Newport Beach, go to this little donut shop over there. I always get a nice and ham and cheese croissants. And then that's where I learned my water bending.
Can you show us a little bit of that?
So yeah, we used to go to Newport Beach all the time. So like we would go there like early in the morning, like they would drive me because I was like a child still.
Yeah.
And it would be like 5:36 in the morning. They would like wake me up, just throw me in the car, and then I'd like wake up and I'm at the beach already.
You like go to the car with your blanket and you're like.
Exactly, actually. And it would be like it would be tough sometimes because then there'd be nights where I would go drink and then like they would wake me up fucking hella early and then I'd just be like.
Did they know you were drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like 7. I'm just kidding.
I went 12 years without a drink, and I turned 13.
Jesus, dude, you just admit to underage drinking.
Not me.
Yeah, me
Not
either.
until I was 18.
That's you're dumb. And yeah, so we would go to Newport Beach. They would go walk. I would just go in the water or something like that, and we would just hang out till like not even like probably like 10.
So you guys would get food? You wouldn't like grill food there or anything?
So actually, so we would get food there in the morning, and then on the way back we would get food for like lunch. Mm-hmm. But like recently, my parents just went to Newport Beach, and they just bought like fish from the people that fish at the pier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they can bring that home and then just make that. So like they just fry the fish and stuff like that. Yeah.
One of the first times I ever went to the beach.
Beach. Nicki Minaj.
Like just with me and my friends, my dad was all like, "What are you guys gonna do for food? What do you guys taking a grill or are you guys getting some meats or like what?" And my mom was all like, they're 15. We're packing sandwiches. He's like, sandwiches aren't good enough? You guys got an easy up? And we're like, no. He's like, what if the sun gets too hot? We're at the beach? You guys don't know how to do it right.
Yeah. Oh, but have you've done like those huge like parties at the beach or like you know around the campfire like what your dad was explaining like with the easy up and
yeah, I mean, like when my family goes,
the whole family.
Yeah, we have like one person gets voluntold to go in the morning, and then it's usually me and my dad. Like
just set up.
Well, I was voluntold to go with my dad, but my dad was all like, "Well, I'm not getting a fire pit."
Yeah.
And so he would go there at like 6 a.m. just to get the fire pit. And then we wouldn't set anything up. We were just there to get the fire pit. That was it. And then my mom would like bring all the stuff, and you slowly like see people trickle in. So it goes from like just these two guys, this dad and a son sitting at a fire pit, and it's too cold to go in the water, so I'm like not doing anything in the water yet.
So you're just chilling.
Yeah, and then it goes from that to like a small town.
Yeah,
like
a small town with caravans.
3 easy ups, like 3 different grills. They got the side like a sides table. Like, what did you guys about a fucking table? Like, like the Rubbermaid ones.
Yeah, like my old computer table.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was always big. And then I didn't know that was you. Yeah, I didn't know that people like didn't do it like that until I went to the beach with my white friends. They just like had a chair and some sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I was like, where's the carne asada?
It's so lame, yeah.
They're like, carne what? My mom doesn't really like going out for Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. I talked to her today, actually. I was like, are you guys going to get something? She's like, oh, no, it's crazy out there. I just want to stay home. Yeah. I bought my new steamer for myself for Mother's Day. I'm putting that together right now. That's exciting. I was like, all right. Oh, it was a shark? And she's like, I don't really like that one, so I took it back. I got a Bissell.
For like the carpets and stuff?
For the hardwood floor.
Oh, you don't steam carpet?
You can.
You can, right?
Yeah. Stanley steamer makes carpets cleaner.
Bars.
Oh, that was a good one. Crescendo. So we're a couple months into the new president. On to our current events section.
Obama?
Whoa, what a bass from the bast.
Dude.
Blast. Oh, what's in this thing?
Blast from the past. Instantly trashed.
How do you like Joe Biden as your new president?
New pet? I don't really...
I know you're pissed that you can't smoke those menthols
follow
anymore.
Politics. So, I heard about that yesterday when I got my oil change. Oh, I changed my own oil yesterday. For the first time.
The car came on him. What's all this black stuff?
Dude, it wasn't black. It was a little bit brown. Anyways, I don't really follow politics or anything like that, or regardless of the fact that I'm in the military and he is, the head honcho. But
Commander-in-Chief, if you will.
I don't really follow politics. I heard that he was banning menthols.
I actually really haven't read into this either, but there was this picture of Joe Biden, and they photoshopped him with cornrows in like Newport like hoodie and sweatpants.
Like Newport's like the
cigarettes, yeah.
Nice.
And so he just looked like white trash, basically.
Jesus.
And then I saw like, oh, I can't believe he's trying to ban menthols. This is ridiculous. Blah 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 blah.
I mean, like, I don't even understand the reasoning. I think we were trying to like kind of figure it out ourselves, like something about fiberglass in the menthol.
Yeah, that was like his like why.
I think that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure though.
As our friend smokes menthol cigarettes.
Yeah,
so that was fiberglass in these things.
Yeah, it's worse than the normal cigarettes. And I mean, I used to smoke Camel menthol silvers, but I mean, like, I haven't had a cigarette in like 2 months now.
Nice. How do you feel?
So, I mean, I don't smell bad.
As you chuck the vape.
I don't smell bad. And I don't normally hit this as often as I would smoking cigarettes. Yeah. Like, I actually just talked about it with my parents. I was like, hey, like, I just stopped smoking for like 2 months now. And my dad was asking me, like, how much are these things? And I was like, the vape thing is like $2.
Yeah.
The pods for a 4-pack are like $14. and like each pod will last me like 3 days maybe.
Yeah.
And then when I used to smoke cigarettes, it was like a pack every 2 days.
And packs are like 8 to
they're
7.
They're like $8 now. Yeah. At the time, they were like a little bit less, but like I guess I'm saving a little bit more money, and I don't smell bad.
Yeah. That's one good thing that comes out of vaping, I guess.
Yeah. But I feel like
I still don't like cigarette smell.
Yeah. I feel like it still hurts me to run though. It hurts my lungs a little bit, even if I just vape.
Yeah.
Not as bad as smoking cigarettes, but I could definitely still feel like the hardness of
congestion. Yeah.
The hardness. That's
you can
what
still
she
feel
said.
the hardness.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Oh, sorry. Gay?
What's his name in that fucking show? Whatever. Do you even know where that's from?
Community.
Okay, thank God.
What?
I thought you were just copying me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, just because we hang out a lot.
Oh. Speaking of that.
Segue. Come on.
Nice. Ooh. That's my segue. So you've had a couple different friend groups throughout the years.
Yeah.
This time and
long life of 26 years.
People shift around and all this stuff.
Yeah, to walk slowly like in Valorant. Nice, dude.
Hey, if you guys didn't know, he's a nerd. That just exemplified that.
Oh god. Shifting.
Do you feel like, on to today's topic, people who hang out too much with each other and become the same person?
Your voice cracked a little bit there, I heard that.
And become the same person.
And we're gonna play that back.
Each other, get it in post. You have the floor.
What? The fuck? What? I think so. After this is just an example. After hanging out with a couple of my friends on Discord, we started having these sayings. Like we would always like bring it up to each other, or like in a situation where it kind of relates to what we've phrased before.
Yeah.
And it stuck on to us a lot because we were saying it a lot. Like, wow, can't even think of some right now. That's crazy. I have a whole list though, don't worry.
Do you think that falls under the scope of like inside jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could, yeah. But like, we call it our catchphrases.
Yeah.
So like, something I would say all the time, like, oh yeah, thanks man, appreciate it. Like, we got it from a game. But then like, every single time, like a situation comes up where it's like you can use that phrase again.
Yeah. Like
they would say it or I would say it, you know, and it would just constantly happen all the time. And we have like a whole fucking list of these catchphrases, I guess you could say.
One that I found really funny.
One.
He's the oh, we can't sing that one.
What?
I don't know.
What?
The song. Either way. One of them that comes up while we play video games, and I play video games with you guys on occasion. This one we're just like playing and somebody will go, E. E. And then four other people will be like, E. E. Yeah. And I'm like, what's happening? E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd that one come from?
From the game Phasmophobia. You'd be like asking the ghost like, hey, where are you? Or, where are you? That was a good, yeah, that's another one. But it's like the ghost would respond, behind.
Yeah.
Or E, which I don't know what E is. I can't remember. We looked it up, but I can't remember what it is.
Which is funny that behind happened in Phasmophobia, because I thought that it came from Valorant.
Yeah.
From like, because that's what it gets used in so much.
Yeah. They're behind. Behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, not even just like the sayings or like the, what did you use earlier? The inside jokes.
Okay, yeah. That's like a 2010 phrase.
But it's a matter of like, we start becoming like the things that I normally would do, like it would rub off on another person, like they would start using it too.
Yeah.
Bars. Holy shit. Damn.
All right, interlude.
And things like that. Just things that like are like trending too, I guess you could say. But like, who's it? For example, when you went out camping, and you were hanging out with, you told me this story. You were hanging out with a couple of our friends from the ship. They were saying like, they were basically hanging out with me.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't
like,
have the laugh that I have, but it was basically hanging out with me because of how I'm such an asshole. Or some sort of right?
The key, what's it called? Example of two people becoming like each other. Him and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too brown and down.
It's pretty bad sometimes. There was the time where Martello, one of the girls on the ship, was all like you walked up, and then I walked up, and she goes, "You two are always together," and we're like, "Yeah, chill out."
But I think just the amount of time you spend with somebody else, like, you kind of rub off on each other. Where it's like
you guys will start saying the same stuff.
Basically, like, becoming one person. Like, I have
matrimony.
No. Who is it? Huerta and Mendoza. Yeah, they're roommates and they hang out with each other all the time.
Yeah.
And they always do like, what is it called? The thing that Mendoza does, or whatever. That thing. Like, Huerta, obviously, he was using it too. Like, when I was talking to him, I'm like, well, it's like I'm talking to Mendoza right now. Like, that's weird. And you could tell from like the friends in Discord, like, we have our little own, like, what's it called? I keep forgetting what
Clicks?
No, not clicks.
Catchphrases.
Inside jokes, that too. Yeah. And you could tell, like, we hang out with each other so much because we have so many little phrases and catchphrases.
Somebody new comes in. Yeah. And you guys are just, like, almost speaking in a different language.
Yeah, basically.
They're like, what? That's funny at work because on the ship we spend a lot of time with each other, like, in our own work center.
Dude, you're not even on the ship anymore.
Oh, yeah. Cheers to that one. He's not happy about that.
Fucking left me. Alright, cheers. Ew, what did you do? Why'd you just blow into your... Dude, whatever. He's not on the ship anymore.
I'm
a
knackered.
Fucking loser.
But there was a time when it was like me, Oso, Goldstein, and Studevant, and it was like us four. And we'd like get out of quarters and we'd like make our plan for the day between the four of us. Like, all right, you do this. But it wasn't like, all right, guys, like today we're going to take care of this, and this. And like, I need you to go get hazmat. I need you to go hang the tags. I need you to go get these tags ready. I need you to get the tools. It was literally like, hey, so we got to do that thing. And we're like, yeah, the thing. And he's like, all right, cool. So can you go get the, and then you're like, yeah. And then he's like, and then I need to, and he's all like, yeah, which means writing the tags.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, I got that. And then when you get up there, can you get the, and then, like, we have to imagine people looking at us are like, what the fuck is going on? We're like,
not even using any words.
Yeah, just sound effects to each other. And so we always said if like a TAD person came in and like we were gonna make a plan and they just stood by and were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you guys need me to do? You heard him with the
that bond is just so strong.
Yeah.
Bars. That's not a bar. But still.
Close enough. Near rhyme.
But that's it's funny like how much time you can spend with each other and you just mesh so well.
Yeah.
Lame.
And you just have to. It's one of those things, like, I'm friends with all those guys, obviously, but, like, the Navy brings people together in a way, like, you wouldn't normally hang out with these people. Like, when me, Moore, and McDonald went to McDonald's.
That volleyball game?
Yeah, the volleyball game. Because I told McDonald for the longest time, like, hey, like, if she's in, like, let's go. Like, we'll go support her, like, help you out. You'll have like somebody to drive down there with, wherever she's at, if it's close enough.
Yeah.
And I was at the gym and he's like, hey, she has a volleyball game at ECU. It's like 2.5 hours away. And I was like, I'm there. Yeah. What time we leaving? And he's like, like 2 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna wrap it up and head over to your place. And then we're sitting in the car and the two like pretty nerdy looking guys. they'll say it themselves.
They wear Asics with jeans.
To the beach.
To the beach, yeah.
More, I'm looking at you.
Oh my god.
And I'm like looking at the three of us, like we are such like a random
group of
like,
friends.
I told them too, we were in the car, I was like you guys would be hanging out with each other, but me, I'm cool.
Straight up to them.
They're like, whoa, man.
Straight up to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are cool. What's it called? We were when I did my oil change yesterday, we were working with a buddy of ours, Christian, and he was talking about how like the new people when they come in, they like see how we are acting towards each other.
We're all meshed.
Yeah, and we have like this thing like we've been together on the ship for like many years now, and we went through a really shitty deployment, so we were like with each other all the time, and like it's kind of sad to say, but like when a new guy comes in, like they see it, they're like, oh, trying to act like how we are towards each other.
Part of the group, and we're like,
yeah. I don't know about all that, but like like
metaphorically,
yeah. I would go out, like, I could call James, I can call him his first name, or, like, to Christian or something like that, right? But then when the new guy comes in, he's like, oh, hey, what's up, Christian? And he's like, no, that's FC1 to you. Like,
don't call me that shit.
Like, we were talking about how, like, maybe cracking a beer with them.
Yeah.
Maybe like once or twice, like, that could be, like...
proverbial door opener.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, there's some times where they haven't even had a beer. Like, I haven't had a beer with my new guy, and, he's been there for almost a year now.
Garner's been there for a year?
Since in August. But it's like, I think there's just those little things that you kind of have to do with a person.
Or go through.
Yeah, go through something.
Also, standing watch together.
Oh, yeah.
Just really forces you to be friends with somebody.
Yeah, because it would be like 10 hours a day.
Because even if you don't like somebody, you're just like... Boop, 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 boop. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. And you get to know them.
Thank God you called, I'm dying.
Yeah. Just to stay up. You just talk about random shit from the past or something like that. And I think we've built that bond, especially the people that went on deployment, like regardless of rank too, like they went through that hardship with you.
Yeah.
So it's like they kind of understand, like when you just talk to them in a normal way, they're just like, oh yeah, this guy understands. Like we got beat up.
He knows the vibes.
He knows the vibes.
Another one.
That is another one. That was Doc right there, though.
I had a really good friend before I joined the Navy. He lives in Washington now. I think he's a nuke. And
a nuclear engineer? How cool is that? Make sure you join the
the U.S. Navy, Forged by the Sea.
Forged by the Sea.
Accelerate Your Life. There's other ones. I can't remember the other ones. But
don't ever stand duty.
We would spend so much time together, and this is like we didn't even do bad shit. We'd like go over to his
bad shit.
Yeah, it's about to make sense.
Okay.
He'd like get off work. He worked at this ice cream shop, and he'd get off work, and I didn't have a car. He'd get off at like 10. Come pick me up, and we'd go back to his place, and we'd watch fucking Blue Earth or whatever it is.
The Animal Planet
nature show.
Yeah.
But we'd be like completely sober. We're like, wow, this is just real awesome. This is insane. Like eating like fucking French fries from McDonald's.
The fucking what?
Yeah. But me and him spent so much time together that we started like saying the same thing like at the same time.
Yeah.
So there was many, like it happened so much, people would like when it would happen, people would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And we'd be laughing because we're like, got each other again. Yeah. But there was one time I was like wearing these pants or these gym shorts that didn't have any pockets in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like what the fuck is with these pockets? Like as a joke, because clearly the shorts don't have pockets.
Yeah.
And then me and him at the same time go, or rather lack thereof. And I was at work. And because he was part of like the day camp people, and I was part of the lifeguard organization, but it was like for the same community center. And so we were like, yo, what the fuck? And my manager was like, hey, shut up. I'm like, my bad, Jeremy. But that was just another, like, we didn't have inside jokes. We would just like bounce off each other and then just start saying the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, we can't stop.
Whoa. But I was also going off of you guys were hanging out so much.
Yeah,
so
a lot.
often. Yeah.
A lot.
Like unhealthily?
No. I would just like go to his place. It's just like me thinking about it. Like I'd get off work and I'd go to his house and I'd go home like at 10 o'clock and then I'd go to work the next day and then go to his house.
Yeah.
And then go home at like 10 o'clock.
Okay. So I had a similar friend, or similar relationship with a friend. He was my like down the street like friend.
Yeah.
He's one of my best friends. We were both captains of all male in high school, the dance team. But there was a time where like we were still playing good old RuneScape, and I would like bring my. It wasn't a laptop. It was my whole computer setup. I would bring it to his house, left it there, and I would just be there all the time. Like, we'd just be playing RuneScape, like, next to each other.
Yeah.
We could clearly do it separately.
Before Discord was a thing?
Before Discord was a thing. So we were just there together. He would play RuneScape, and I'll be playing RuneScape. Or we would play, like, some PlayStation game or whatever. Because he had, like, all the fun stuff.
Yeah. My house was definitely not the fun stuff.
Yeah, mine too. And there wasn't enough space. So that's why I always go to his house. And this went on for like, I'd say like almost a week and a half. And like to the point where their parents were concerned. They were like, do they know? Does his parents know he's here? You know, I'm like, and I overheard. I'm like, oh yeah, like I still go home and eat. Like,
I don't eat your guys' food. I'm just here for the good old RuneScape.
Sometimes, but I mean, he always had the fucking like the bagel bites or the that shit. And I'm like,
trying to do some bagel bites right now?
And like we would always walk down to Carl's Jr. or something like that, or get some food. You know, like it was just like we were hanging out so often that we just our what's it called? Our chemistry kind of clicked. Yeah. Like, because they knew, like, everyone in high school knew, like, me and Philip were, like, best friends. Right. Because, like, we were all male together. We'd hang out together all the time. Like, we were just inseparable.
Although he didn't live down the street from me, that's how me and Jared were.
Dude, who's Jared? Is that your friend?
He's my best friend.
Dude.
To this day, buddy.
The fuck? When does this happen? But, like... Dude, you start a podcast with him. Fuck you.
If Jared was somewhere, more likely than not, I was also there. And it was really one of those relationships where, like, we had so many, like, things that just me and him found funny. Yeah. Like, if he was just him by himself, like, he was just quiet, like, chilling. Yeah. Like, no, hey, yeah. And then if it was, like, me, I was, like, loud and outgoing still, but just, like, with everybody. But as soon as it was, like, me and him hanging out together, we were just, like, both laughing and cracking jokes with each other, and everybody else is like on the outside of the joke circle. Mm-hmm. Like, what are these two guys laughing about? Like, you wouldn't get it. This happened like way back when we first met. Back when he thought I was dumb, and then I'd say shit like that, and he'd be like,
oh, we actually talked about this one time when we were hanging out. How is it when you bring, like, say you have your Navy friends, and then you have, like, your friends from home. Right. Like, do you think the friend group you have here would be able to mesh with the friend group you have back at home?
Well, considering my friend group is, like...
Just me?
You.
Yeah, you know the vibes.
And I have, like, Aaron and Brendan, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like... I mean, my friends are pretty... We're from California.
Yeah.
So
we're always high.
We're pretty relaxed in general.
So we're always stoned.
But I think you would get along with my friends. You have like we're all a type of person in the group. You know what I mean?
That's so sweet of you.
You have like Tyler,
the creator,
who's like he's half white, half Korean.
Okay.
And he's, like, the real nice guy. Mm-hmm. He's, like, never mean, and, like, he'll say some funny stuff every once in a while, but, like, he's just an all-around nice guy. And you have, like, Justin, who's kind of, like, the, like, whatever, dude. Like, you know, it's whatever. I'll do whatever. Whatever the group's doing, I'll be doing. And, like, Riley's kind of, like, smart asshole in a way. Yeah. Less now, but more so when we were younger. You know it's true, buddy. And then there's, like, me, who's, like, loud and obnoxious. And there's Jared.
And an asshole.
Yeah. And then there's Jared, who's, like, kind of quiet. You know, so we're all, like, this different type of people within the group.
Yeah, like the Power Rangers.
And then you bring us all together, and we, like...
You make a Zoid.
We'll go to Riley's place, and we'll fucking, like, play... And we'll play, what did we play? We used to, like, wrestle on this hill. Or, like, take Nerf guns out and, like, chase each other around the backyard. Okay, yeah. But at this time, we were, like, 16 years old still.
Yeah, nice.
And we'd be all, like, cut up and shit from all the branches in the back. And we'd be like, hot tub time? Yeah, hot tub time. And we'd, like, go soak in his hot tub. And, like, yeah, this is real nice, guys. And really, Like just such a, I don't know, titular. We're just gonna keep going.
Okay.
It's just so like.
The fuck is titular?
Like almost like how you would see in a movie, like.
Okay, yeah, like The Sandlot or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just these like 5 kids who like don't really get in trouble but stay out of trouble. And one time I was at Jared's place and my friend was house sitting for her aunt. Mm-hmm. And we were like, oh, like, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're house sitting. And we're like, oh, we'll come over. And they're like, I don't know if my aunt will be okay with that. And we're like, well, we're already on our way. And then we, like, stopped because we had coupons for a free pint of ice cream.
Nice.
Just doing, like, high school kid shit. Like, so we stopped at Baskin-Robbins and, like, walking down the street eating a pint of ice cream. Yeah. And she was like, don't come over till, like, 8. And we're like, okay. So we're, like, sitting at a playground, talking, eating a pint of ice cream.
Yeah, just normal kid stuff.
Yeah, and just like...
Used to do that all the time too.
Like walk around, or like if somebody was outside looking in, be like, why are these kids eating... Where'd they get a pint of ice cream from?
They're just passing them out, passing it around.
Yeah, because, well, he had like Rocky Road and I had vanilla or whatever, so like I take a scoop from him, he take a scoop from me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's really good.
And then, so since that friendship that was made like a long time ago, when you guys have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I have some friends like that too, so I can go home. I think we talked about this already. Yeah. I can go home and it'd just be like nothing ever changed.
Yeah.
It's just we're just a little bit older.
It's actually funny. Jared told me that when like we hang out for the first time and we haven't hung out because I've been over here.
Yeah. You
for
left
a while. He goes, yeah, dude, I get like first date nervous.
Are you serious?
But then, we start talking and everything's the same.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny, though.
Does he think that, like, you changed? Or, like, is he expecting you to be different?
No, I don't think it's that he's expecting me to be different. He's just like, oh, man, I haven't seen him in such a long time.
To get the jitters, the first day jitters.
What might happen? What happens? We get drunk.
Nice.
Sweet. But, yeah, that's pretty funny. He's really broken out of his shell.
That's good. Yeah, I have the group of friends too from back at home.
Yeah.
That we used to do all that stuff too, but a lot of it honestly was because of my dance team that I was in. Yeah. And like we kind of like we all joined together, we all stayed in, and like we just always hung out. Like with the coupon for Baskin-Robbins, like if you had a coupon at Carl's Jr. or to fucking Chipotle, like that was our day. Yeah. Like, oh, we gotta go walk there or bike there or something like that.
You trying to split this spicy chicken or what?
Yeah, it's fucking dollar menu, over here, like, scrounging for food.
We had this place called Pronto Pizza, and it was good pizza, and it was like $5 for a pie. Mm-hmm. And so we'd be like...
You get pie at a pizza place?
Pizza pie. We'd like, all right, how much you got? I got $2. I'm like, all right, I got like $1.50. And we were like... we can find some change around, and like scrounge up what we could. And then more likely than not, our parents would just be like, do you guys want money for pizza? And we're like, oh, yeah.
Sure.
Thanks. But it was good. Me and Jared said that if we're friends for more than 10 years, it's like a factoid.
A milestone?
Yeah. Or no, it's like a factoid of like, if you're friends with somebody for 10 years or more, like actively friends, like then you're going to be friends with that person for the rest of your life.
Wow.
That's like once you hit 10 years, it's kind of like the milestone, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like,
thank God we're only friends for like 3 years.
Yeah, I only have to deal with you for a little bit longer.
No, I just gotta leave now. We won't be friends again. Thank you for letting me know. Now I know when to cut it off.
Dang, Oso was right. You're mean.
Can I bring up yesterday? So cause me, Ram, and our friend Oso that used to be on the ship, we played fucking video games all the time together. We played Apex Legends, and we always.
That's how we all started playing.
Yeah, we always squatted up, and then like we were bad at the game in the beginning. Like we were just we still kept playing though, whatever. And then we haven't played all three of us together in a while. And then me and Ram like hang out all the time. And Oso like he just what's it called? Just got engaged. Like getting ready for his wedding. Went to school because he got off the ship. And, like, we were playing all three of us together, and me and Ram were, like, hating on each other. We were shitting on each other the whole time. Yeah. like talking mad shit to each other.
Yeah, whatever, you dumb bitch.
Yeah,
Just like...
and then Oso's just like, why are you guys so mean to each other now? And it's just like, dude, like, we've been hanging out for so long, like, we just fucking talk shit, and that's just how we are now.
That's what's fun.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But I'm sorry, okay.
No.
Go back to...
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to interject into my point.
Dude,
I forgot what I was talking
I'm not
about.
interjecting into anything.
Alright, we'll do it. A lot of words with Lata. Interjection.
Why do you wait for me? I don't know the fucking word. What the fuck? Oh, a lot of words with Lata. Interjection. Do you know the definition now?
You used it correctly. So.
Yeah, I did.
You know how to
because I know the word.
Oh, you do know the word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interjection. That's the word.
Interjection. What was I saying though? 10 years. Oh, so once we hit...
Factoid.
Once, like, literally, we hit, like, knowing each other for... Yeah. Knowing each other for 10 years.
Factoid.
He, like, texted me. He goes, well, I guess we're friends for life now.
That's what he said?
I was like, sounds good, buddy.
But surprisingly enough, though, there's some people that can't hold a friendship for that long. Honestly. Like, sometimes it's kind of really sad to say that there's some people, I think it's just our personality because we're so fucking awesome that we can hold on to friends like this.
Yeah.
But there's just some people that, like...
Not humble, though, obviously.
Yeah. Shout out to Snuggler 4000. What is it called?
He'll be a nice addition to the group.
Right. But there's some people that can't even, like, hold a friendship for that long.
Yeah.
Or, like, they don't even try. And sometimes they're like, oh, like, why don't I have that many friends or whatever.
Yeah.
They question it, and I'm just like, dude, like, do you actually
try?
try?
Do you hit people up? Like,
yeah. Do you want to set these moments? Like,
I don't hit people up to hang out. They hit me up. I'm like, well, that's why you don't hang out with people.
That's because no one's hitting you up. But it's just, it's surprising sometimes to hear that. Because I feel like I just have so many friends. Bro, I have like 1,800 friends on Facebook, bro. And I know every single one of them.
Yeah, we talk daily.
Like Tom. He was my number one on MySpace. What's up?
Speaking of, like, asking people to hang out, when I was in high school, like, I was trying to become more friends with Jared, like, when we first started hanging out.
Yeah.
Because he was in my biology class, but then he, like, joined the swim team in the spring, and I was on the swim team, so we're like, oh, like, I already know you from biology, and that's, like, how we kind of became friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hanging out with these guys that were on the swim team and on the water polo team with me, but I was, like, kind of, like, weaning away from them. It just wasn't, like, we were all good friends, but it wasn't a friendship meant to last.
Yeah.
And so I was, like, trying to figure out how to become more, like, 14 years old, like, all right, how to become more friends with Jared. How do I take this friendship to the next level?
Yeah.
And then this dude, Jake Rael, I'll never forget you, man. He, like, turned to his friend. He's like, hey, you guys want to do something on Saturday? And they're like, yeah, we'll meet up at my place. And he was a year older than me. And I was like, is that easy? You gonna ask? Let me try.
It's that easy?
Hey, Jared, you want to do something on Saturday? Yeah, cool, let's hang out. I'm like, I'm in. Nice.
Jared's listening to this. He's like, what a loser.
We were sitting out in front of the lecture hall, I remember.
Aw, Jared,
Cheers
you
to
guys
you.
are so cute.
Cheers to you, buddy.
He's my friend now.
But yeah, so, and then I, like, started hanging out with him, and I started hanging out with Justin, and then, like, Tyler,
The creator.
started seeing that I was hanging out with them, so he's like, Tyler was very forward. He was like, hey, you want to sleep over at my house? And I was like, okay. And I thought it was going to be, like, everybody, but it was just me and him, but it was fine. We were just chilling. He had, like, a yard in the back that you can go, like, mess around in, like...
No?
Nah, like...
Dude, you're weird.
But the holy grail of being part of the group, because Riley, he's, like, the rich one.
Nice.
His family's the rich one.
Hey, my name is Ken Riley. Nice to meet you. We could be good friends, too.
And they'd, like, have sleepovers at his parties, so they'd be like, oh, yeah, like... Or sleepovers at his house, and they'd be like, yeah, come meet up with me, or come meet up at my place on Friday or Saturday, whatever, like, at 4. and like they'd be talking about it, and I'd be just like sitting on the sideline, like, hey, like,
am I invited too?
Say on Jared, like, can I come too? Or he's like, it's kind of Riley's house, so he's got to be the one that invites you, you know. And I was like, oh no, yeah.
Tear.
I get it, man. It's cool.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And then one day, because Riley sat next to me in English, and this was our sophomore year, so I've already been making my way into this friend group for a year at this point. Fucking getting my badges. And Riley was like, "Hey, we're doing a sleepover at my place this weekend.
Dude, you're in.
You wanna come?" And I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. I do have some games this weekend, so after that I'll be able to go there. And he's like, all right, cool. And I went up to Jared after. I'm like, dude, he invited me to the sleepover. And he's like, you're in.
You're in. Is that a thing? I feel like "you're in" is just like a saying that I've like barely picked up, but I feel like it's been a thing for a while.
It probably has, yeah.
Dude, you're in.
You're in. And so, like, the rest was history.
Wow.
I got there and his parents were like, all right, we're all going to dinner. And I was like, oh, I didn't bring any money. And his dad's like, okay, we're all going to dinner. And I was like, oh,
peasant.
Okay, Mr. Gallagher. Call me Mike.
Oh, wow. First name basis.
Yeah,
damn.
his parents are really cool.
Yeah.
I saw them randomly at the movie theater like a couple years ago. Because for like COVID, last time I went home, I wasn't able to visit them. When usually I do. Because the mom is immunocompromised.
Okay.
So, like, Riley himself was, like, shut into the house for a long time.
Yeah.
He actually just texted our group chat and was like, I'm free! What are we doing? Because they, like, play D&D together weekly.
Yeah.
And, so I saw them before COVID hit during Christmas because we were watching the Mary Poppins Returns, like me and my family, which I fell asleep for. Just in one scene. But they were, like, exiting the theater, and...
Oh, wow.
He goes, Mike sees me and he goes, James! How are you, man? Good to see you. Look at you. God. He's like, look at you. You're so... And I was like, yeah, hey, what's up, Mike? Hey, Chris.
Just punching you.
Like, his older brother Travis is there. I was like, oh, Travis. He's like, what's up, man? And Riley's there. Oh, no. Actually, we went to the movies with my brother that day. I lied. Wow. But either way.
Lying to our listeners. How dare you?
Did he tell you he was tall? Lied.
Yeah, actually.
For those just listening, he put his chair down.
Oh, God.
And so they were, like, really excited to see me. And he's like, you gotta come by soon, man. We'll hang out. And I'm like, sounds good, Mr. Gallagher. It's Mike. Right.
It's actually funny because my parents always ask about my friends and how they were doing.
Yeah.
Because they like saw us hang out so much.
Yeah.
That they like even my parents like they didn't want to move out of West Covina because they didn't want it to affect my friendships. Surprisingly, usually like parents are just like, no, we're gonna move here.
Gotta do this.
It's better for us or whatever. But they're like they really wanted to stay in West Covina because they're like, what if like. You know, you had such good friends, like, we don't want you to lose that.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised when they said that. But they always ask, like, oh, how are they doing? Like, they finished college yet? What are they working?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Always asking about them. And, like, I guess it's, like, it shows that our friendships have, like, really, really, like, kind of molded us.
Yeah.
And they know that they're good people.
That's what my mom says about my friends all the time. She's like, I'm so happy you found that group.
Exactly.
When you were younger. Because they'll like pick, last time I was home, they like came and picked me up from my house because we were going to the beach. And they like came stay. They came and like talked to my mom and dad for a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're all like older now. My mom's like, I just need a picture with you guys. And we're all like, do a real one.
Yeah, do a real one.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah.
It's funny though, cause I bring up the Palm Springs thing, the road trip, and all that stuff. So like all the events that are gonna happen with people I met online, and my parents are just like worried because they're not like my friends from high school that they know. They're like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like, are you sure you're gonna be okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I'm just hanging out with some friends.
Yeah.
And they're just like, extremely worried because it's just like unknown to them. Like, who are these people?
No.
Like,
They're, like doing background
they haven't had lumpia at the house yet.
Snow Globe 4000, huh? We'll figure you out.
Like, who are these people? But I mean,
you have to imagine too. Like, I know one of my friends' moms was like so used to the 5 of us like running around and like going house to house or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we all left like around the same time to go to school and for me to go to the Navy, and then we all came back for a holiday. So we were like in her house playing Munchkin, the card game.
Yeah.
And she was like popped her head in. I'm happy to see you guys all back. It's nice having the full house again. And we were like, oh, Elaine, you got any more of those chocolate croissants? I can make them. And we're like, no, we're just kidding.
I don't know. Just it's so funny that we like people like mold together and like that in like a way where it's just like you're basically one person.
Yeah.
And then you branch off, and that one person's going to all these other groups, and then comes back to be that one person again.
Yeah. It happens all too often for me and you, especially when
it gets sad or something. I don't
know.
know.
When it's just like me and you just get on like a rolling with jokes on somebody, and we just like keep on going, and like that somebody, we know who we're talking about. Is like not laughing at all, but we're like, this is
your jokes aren't funny. Like,
this is the funniest shit we've
hilarious.
Why are you guys so alike?
Our sense of humor though is pretty fucking great. I don't know. All right, I'm leaving you now.
I'm smashing your ATST.
Dude, $100.
I'll give you $100.
$100. What's it called? So soon, just talking to you listeners, soon we're gonna try and do a live stream of our podcast. You didn't even know that. We're gonna do a live stream of our podcast because the fact that I am actually leaving Virginia in like a month and a half, almost 2 months, that we're gonna have to try it. We're gonna have to practice it, because we're gonna be 2 different spots. Not gonna be able to meet up like this all the time anymore. Or not be able to meet up like this anymore.
2 brown and brown. 2 brown and brown.
Dude, you fucking suck, man.
We'll get it.
Dude, episode 24, bro. Dude.
2 brown and down, coast to coast.
Yeah.
That'll be the name.
We'll go back to the drawing board for that. But we're gonna live stream it on Twitch. Again, the link is down there, and it's gonna be twitch.tv/wheresKen. And we're going to do a live stream of it. We're going to have people come in there, maybe even ask some questions or whatever if they want to. But we're just going to practice it because, we got to get used to being able to do the podcast separately. Yeah. So that's going to be a thing.
The Navy giveth, and the Navy taketh away.
It's good. Anyways. Just be prepared for that. I don't think it's gonna be the next episode. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're gonna try, since our schedules are kind of getting a little bit more
laxed, lenient.
Yeah.
Spread out.
We're gonna try. I'm gonna try to be able to like edit and post the videos of our podcasts like every other week. So expect like 2 podcast episodes every month or something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit more, maybe like max 3. But yeah. 2 brown and down.
Let me shout out real quick to...
Dude, don't point at me. Dude, that's 5 points.
To Julie Cornejo.
Or Gryffindor. Oh yeah, Julie.
Because I talked a lot with her about our last topic.
What was our last topic? Cancel culture?
Cancel culture, yeah.
Nice.
I talked to her, I was like bouncing concepts off of her for cancel culture, and it really helped me formulate stuff that we used in the episode.
Wow.
And she was like, shout me out the episode, and I was like, okay, I will. And then I forgot to. And she's like, I didn't hear your shout out, and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure it was in there.
You're an
so
asshole.
When you listen to this,
you're such an asshole. You listen to it again.
Shout out now. What's up? She just moved into her new place.
And I personally want to say thank you to everybody, especially the people that followed us on Instagram. Really means a lot to us. We're gonna try to really make this into something real, like something big, you know, like what's that big planet killer thing in Star Wars?
The Death Star.
Bigger than that.
Like Pluto? Bigger, got it. Bigger.
What do you mean Pluto? Which one's bigger?
Probably the Death Star.
Probably the Death Star, yeah. This fucking guy. Dude, may the 4th be with you. But yeah, you guys have been really showing a lot of support, and then putting your guys' suggestions on topics we should talk about on Discord. Nobody's done that yet. But,
get it done.
Yeah, if you guys want to suggest something that you want us to talk about, yeah, DM me. Or you can put it on the comments in the bottom of YouTube, or, you know, put it on the Discord, whatever it is. Just reach out to us and we'll try our best. I mean, we don't really have a lot to talk about.
Dude, we're combined 54 years of life experience.
Dude, but the max level is 99. You're a bot, dude.
Max level for Filipinos, maybe.
No, dude, I'm
Mexicans get to 105.
You're stupid.
Happy Pacific Asian Heritage Month.
Pacific Asian Heritage Month. This fucking guy, you're mean. It's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Okay, yeah.
But, hey!
Oh, do I do that? Is that a thing?
No, that's only me. Yeah. Cool guys only.
So you can't even do it. But thank you guys for listening to episode 24 of Two Brown and Down. Again, all of our plugs are going to be in the bottom in the description.
Wait.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I go into surgery tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. He's getting a new wrist. He's going to be cyborg.
Is it swollen, you think?
El Cyborgo. I don't know. Which one is it again?
It's this one.
Nice. Yeah, he got off the ship because he fucking broke his little tiny wrists. His fragile wrists. Alright, that's going to end the stream there. Or end the podcast there. Thank you guys for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a beautiful time.
You, whenever we